Isaiah 53 verse 4. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God and afflicted. The main part I want to highlight here is the first part of the verse. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. What I understood from that is that we no longer have a reason to dwell on negative emotions, to be in sadness, a state of sadness, because Jesus has already bore it all. Jesus has taken it away from us. And what that should tell you is that you need to just focus on the moment you have right now, presently, and act now. Like, negativity is the one barrier that's stopping us from doing what we want to do. That's making us lazy, essentially, making us depressed, making us uninterested in what's going on in our minds. And we need to move our ideas into the positive energy, into the positive state. That's why when the Bible tells us to pray, and believe, to have faith. You can't pray for something and then in your heart you think you actually don't believe it's gonna happen. Like, it's just not gonna manifest that way. God can see into the heart. God can see the heart. He knows whether you trust him enough to take action after you've prayed. After you pray and you take action in faith, knowing that God will do this for me. I can do this. God will do this for me. That's how you can manifest or start to reap benefits from your actions. Negativity is the one reason that we don't do anything, and we think that life is just going to happen to us. We need to get off our behinds and actually start taking action. Don't look at the results, because they have nothing to do with what you can do right now to get to the desired goal. If you had the idea in the first place, that means you know how to do it. You have to use your brain and think of how to get to the goal and take action. Get away from those people that rob you of the positive emotions and move with the people that have what you want. Ask them for advice. They have the experience and you're a sponge. You need to absorb all that knowledge instead of absorbing the reasons why you can't do things. That's not going to help you to go anywhere at all. You need to reinforce those ideas into your subconscious mind, into your heart, that you can do it. That's the one most dangerous thing. When you're trying to shift out of that negative state, the people around you will easily knock you back into it, bro. Once I found myself in that negative energy, I found myself in the state of lack, the state of lust, the feeling that I can't do it, the feeling that, it's all real, the lack in my life is real. Like I said before, the results have nothing to do with now. Even if you gained all the things that you've been desiring, you're gonna see that it's not gonna change anything. It has to start with you, what's inside of you that changes. That's how you can. That's why God puts us through trials and tribulations, to build our character so we can handle the blessings that he has in store for us. So I was on the verge of sleep. I was like in a very negative state, very sleepy, very like, I just want to sleep. Like, I can't be bothered. I don't want to get up and do what I need to do what I want to do, put my ideas into action. And I just saw that it was all real. The undesired result was real. And then I thought, no. If I got what I wanted, nothing would have changed. I need to do something now. I need to think, what can I do? I got up, I sat up, and I don't know how long I was sitting there, right? But I was just thinking, and all these thoughts are coming through of how I can do it. But at the same time, thoughts of, I can't do this, or this obstacle, that obstacle, this, that, they were coming in at the same time, clashing. And slowly I was tuning the negative thoughts, I was tuning it out slowly and slowly until they were gone completely, and there was silence. Now I had the opportunity to think, what can I do? And how can I achieve that? How can I implement the steps right now? I came up with a solution. I wrote down everything I was thinking, because it's as if like I entered another. It's as if I took on another personality. This person I was thinking. It was like my higher version. The higher version of myself took over. I had all these ideas, these steps, these plans, and it was gold. I had to literally start writing these things down. I had to start writing it down, and when I was done writing down the ideas down, I thought there has to be a change. More time needs to go into the interests that I have, because if I'm not working on what interests me, then what am I working for? I'm working for someone else. At the end of the day, I'm doing things for somebody else's dream. At the end of the day, if I'm not doing it for myself, I'm doing it for someone else. You have to allocate your time well. Make sure you're allocating the time properly, and you can do it as well. You can do it. Everyone can do it. It all starts with your subconscious programming, right? Break down that old programming, that old way of thinking that didn't move you forward or even backwards, that just kept you on one spot, one miserable and mediocre spot, right? Build upon new programming, something useful that will get you into new habits, right? Because the subconscious mind slowly forms your habits, and your habits form what is manifesting around you. If your habit is to, when you wake up, to stay in bed for 3 hours to scroll, you're not going to get anywhere. If your habit is to get up and do at least 2% of what benefits your goals each day, consistency. If consistency is your habit, then at some point you will reap the rewards of that consistency, right? Build upon new subconscious programming, build good habits for the vision that you want to manifest. And another important thing is to minimize time spent with energy vampires. Literally, when you start to break or shed that old version of you, shed that skin, there'll be people that will reject that. They don't want to see you shine, or they don't even, they just want the older you, because that's who they That's what pleases them the most. You have to remember that if you want to make it to the top 1% or top 5%, you're not going to relate to the other 99% of people. So there's no reason you should even be relating to these old or these friends that constantly mock you when you talk about your goals, or they put you down when they see that you're doing well for yourself. They don't even encourage you. They're not happy for you. You know, they don't encourage good habits. They don't incur good behavior in you. Like, these people will help you, right? They'll help you, but then to bring you close, they'll help you, but then they'll turn around and humiliate you straight after. Because they want to bring your energy lower so that your energy, your low vibration, can match their low vibration. You have to just stop hanging out with them, or like, let me say, see them less often, and don't extend the amount of time you're hanging out with these people if it's too hard for you to cut them off completely. And to reinforce that subconscious programming, you have to consume only what will benefit you, only what is positive reinforcement. Watch content by positive people. Surround yourself by, like I said, surround yourself with positive people. Read books that will reinforce, because when you read, you'll remember. You know what I mean? You'll have it in your head somewhere. Especially when difficult times come up, the lines will come to your head. You'll remember these quotes that will encourage you, that will give you that one, like push beyond your limit, basically. And I don't want to say mimic, but because we all have someone we look up to, right? Or most of us do. Use someone that has what you want as an example of how you should carry yourself, right? And just follow their steps, do what they do, consume what they consume, and eventually they'll become part of you in your own unique way, obviously. And it'll be normal. By the time you're consistent with it, you'll see that your goals, even it's just within your grasp, right? And always remember to read scripture, religious scripture, gain spiritual wisdom, so you can discern the energy vampires and the people that will bring you up with them, you know. That's the one thing that I can't stress enough. It's the people that are around you. Make sure you're around successful people. Or at least if you don't know anyone that's successful, at least just make sure you're not around losers, literally. Because they're not going to help you in any way, shape or form. And there's no way you can help them when you haven't even helped yourself. So don't worry about them. That's all I have for today. If you like this video, if you found this video useful, so leave a like and subscribe for more content as well. You can check out my other videos as well. And if you have any questions as well, you can DM me on Instagram, Discord, join the Discord server. My links are in my YouTube bio. And yeah, you can share experiences with me if you have any practical experiences or any questions in general. Yeah, it will be very useful to me as well, so I can learn, learn from your experiences, and then Maybe we can even chop it up. You can laugh from me as well. Yeah, that's all I have to for today. Stay blessed.